Hello, I am Marijke Steeman-Kokkalidou, child psychologist living in Greece and working with autistic children and their families. My approach is therapeutic playing with the children, which brings optimistic results. In this video I would like to share some of the results the parents report back to me. Those results happen within a short time, within 2 or 3 months of playing. And the results happen at home, in daily life, which I find very, very promising. That is where we want the changes to happen. We're not interested in educational successes. We are interested in social successes. We are interested in changes in the social behavior of the children. So, let me share some of the things the parents report back to me. Let me start with Panayotis. Panayotis is a boy whose development did not progress at all for at least a year. He was 5 years old when we started. No speech, no eye contact, no engagement with other people at all. I have to say that after 3 months of playing with Panayotis, he started to ask the games we played with words. 1, 2, 3 was one game. Oppa, oppa, oppa was another game. His eye contact improved so much. It was such a joy to play with him, and he loved it too. We have Christos. Christos was a boy who always came accompanied with his father and his mother, or his father and his brother. And I told them, "You are a very dedicated family. I hardly see that." "No," the father said, "we are not that dedicated, but I cannot drive a car without a helper to keep him at his seat, on his seat. He will climb onto my shoulder." "Oh," I said, "now I see." Really, maybe 1 month after that conversation, I noticed that the father was alone with the child. And I mentioned it. "Where is your helper?" "Well, we don't need that anymore. He sits quietly in the back seat of the car." I have to mention that all of those behaviors I want to say to you now, I want to tell you now, are behaviors that we didn't do anything to change that. We didn't ask the child to do that. Of course, these are also behaviors that in a playroom you cannot work with. They are all changes that the child, that come from within. They are changes that the child does by himself, because he understands more. Let's go on. There is Dimitris. Dimitris always had his head down. I suspect he never saw his mother's face or his brother's face. The thing he liked most was turning pages in a telephone book. I had a pile of telephone books for him. And even though his occupation was not very easy to encourage eye contact, even so, his eye contact improved very much, and he started to have an interest in faces. After a couple of months, his brother came running to his mother, telling her that Dimitris was looking him in the face. It was looking him in the eyes. And that was the first time in 8 years. Dimitris was already 8 years. Very promising. Let me tell you about Michael. Michael was a child whom we couldn't keep in the room for a long time. He got very panicky and wanted to get out. So we counted the minutes. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, a quarter of an hour. Even so, changes also occurred with Michael. It happened that I had a birthday party within the first 2 months that we started playing. This was the first time that Michael went to see every visitor and looked them in the eye. Parents were astonished. Usually he kept himself to his room when they had visitors. And another thing that happened around that time with Michael was that they went out for dinner, the family, with the children. Usually Michael tried to steal French fries from everybody's table because he couldn't wait for his food to come. This time he sat at his table with his family, patiently waiting for his food to come. This was really amazing. Amazing changes. Those are the changes that happen. Orestes was a boy who always ran far away in the park. The parents didn't like to take him to the park. It was too dangerous. They couldn't catch up with him. He never looked back. He could pass the road. So, from one day to the other, Orestes held his parents' hand and walked beside them quietly. Of course he was running around, but he started looking, where are my parents? And coming back to them. These are amazing changes, and I really would like to tell you, be optimistic. Those things do happen, can happen, with a little help. I would like to make more videos with more instructions on how to play. So let me know if you like this one. Of course, this is just a handful of examples. Let me know, and thank you for your attention. Bye bye.